Hello everyone, this is Janet from the retreat, and I'm going to go over the forms that we learned at the retreat with a little bit more explanation about them, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is balance. And I talked a little bit with you about the importance of the head being back, all right? The ideal situation is you want that head over, the ears over your shoulders, all right? Because in that position, you have good balance. And we all have perfect balance. When we learn to walk, we really learn to balance. So that's in there in your subconscious. As people age, they start doing this. Why? Because they're afraid of falling. But when you have your head forward, your head weighs between 8 and 15 pounds, so if you trip on anything catches you, you're going to go over. So how do we counter that? We keep that head back and we develop our peripheral vision, right? When I'm standing here looking, I can see my vision expands out like this. So there really is no reason to tilt the head forward, all right? And once you have done that for a while, you've loosened up all these muscles and it can't hold your head up anymore. So by you moving the head back and standing up straight, you are actually exercising those muscles and you can improve that position of the head with time. All right, so that's one of the important things. The second thing that we talked about is opening up the 3 gates in the body so that all of our organs can function properly, all right? We are bioelectrical human beings. Each one of our cells, over 30 billion, has a spark of electricity in it. So you put those all together and that's how much power that the human body has, all right? So, reminder on the 3 gates. The first gate is in the back, right here, the lower back, and how you open it is you take a deep breath through the nose. That tilts the pelvic. That's the first gate. The second gate is you pull those shoulders blades back, and that's the middle of your back. That's the second gate. The third gate, put your hand on top of your head, follow it down to where the skull sits on the spine. There's a gushy feeling, and that's what you want. If your head's forward, the muscles will be strained. If it's backwards, they're collapsed. Nice and level. Ears over shoulders, that's what we're looking for. All right, the first thing that we do is we're going to gather burdens and release them to begin our practice. The arms float up, feet are hip width apart. The arms float up, we hinge at the hips. So just hinge over, gather up all your burdens, hinge back up. You're going to take these burdens, all of them, to the sky. You're going to watch them float away through the ceiling, through the atmosphere, through the sky, past the moon, past the sun, and out into the Milky Way. And in this position, you have no burdens anymore. So let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and sigh everything out. Here we go. Number 1. And release those shoulders. Number 2. And number 3. And now in this burdenlessness position, we spread our hands wide and we lift them up to the sky. Open those gates if you can, and we're going to pull all that good chi down through the top of our head, through the mind for peace, tranquility, through the throat for kindness in all of our speech today, especially ourselves, through the heart for love, compassion, hope, joy, faith, and push all of that down into your lower dantian. It's right in the middle of your torso, right down here. We're going to move it around and fire it up and get it ready for our practice. Here we go. Push all of it in. That's your reservoir for today. Should you need more, you can gather more at any time. All right, and here we are ready for our practice to begin. Feet are still hip width apart, all right? The hands are going to curl around and you're going to go into what's called a yin position. Notice my body is kind of collapsed. This is a female position. Now we're going to take a big breath in, open those arms up and lift everything up to the sky. This is a yang position. This is a masculine position. Let's close again. You can bend your knees, kind of concave. And now take a breath in and open wide up. Open that body up, that chest up. Yes. Now let's go back into the yin position and then out into the yang position. All right, and shake all that off. Yeah. All right. The next one that we're going to do is called open and close. Feet are hip width apart. You raise the arms up slowly. And now we're just going to part them, maybe a foot, not much, back together again. This is called open and close. This resets your spine, so we'll be doing this in between movements, all right? So one more time together. All right. Now we're going to turn the hands up and we're going to paint a rainbow. The hands go up, they rotate around when they get past the head, and they go straight up. Keep those shoulders down. When the arms go up, keep them down. Let's go over to the left, and then back over to the right, and then back over to the left, and then back over to the right. And now bring them down. All right, and just fold them over and go right back into open and close. Open and close. Open and close. And now we're going to go into push water. So take your left hand and rotate it around. And now we're going to rotate the body, the whole, the torso, to the left first. Here we go. We rotate. Notice I don't have to move my arms or head because my torso moves them. Let's put all of our intention in the hands now. Slowly move them in sync. You are exercising so many muscles when you do this, the small muscles. Let's go back over to the other side. Relax the hands. See how relaxed my hands are, right? We go over, when we reach our destination here, all of our intention is in our hands. We rotate them, and now we're going to push that water back. Now notice when you do this that your weight is being transferred from side to side. Rotate the hands in sync. Come back. Notice how you're transferring your weight. All your intention in your hands, move them in sync. And let's come back to center. Rotate the left hand and let's go right into open and close. Open and close. Open and close. One more time. Open. And now when we close, we're going to cross at the forearms. All right? Now I just want you to bend your knees, keep that back straight, and just sink down. Now unfold the arms and let gravity pull them down. Now when we come back up, we're going to rise up on our toes. Keep that head back for balance. And then just drop down again. And go up, head back, down, and up. Let's do one more because it feels so good. Down and up. Now when you come down, go right back into a beautiful transition of open and close, open and close, open and close, open and close. Now we're going to do waving hands and cloud. The left hand is going to rotate down right in front of your hip and it's flat. The right hand's going to rotate up and turn so that the palm is facing the left side. And now we're going to do a rotation. So we rotate over And now with the top hand, pretend you're pushing a ball down through water. You can't push it fast. And the left hand is going, the ball is coming up. And now we're going to go back the other way. We go rotate to the other side. The ball goes down with the top hand and the ball goes up with the bottom hand. They switch places. And now we go back. We rotate the hands. And now we go back. Notice your feet. Your weight is being transferred from side to side. The knees are slightly bending when you go over. Why? It helps you to go a little bit further. The opposite knee bends with the opposite direction. So here we are, waving hands in clouds. Now this is actually a Tai Chi position, right? All Tai Chi comes from Qigong forms. The top hand is blocking a punch. The bottom hand is blocking a kick. You know, we forget that these beautiful, slow-moving forms are really martial art. All right? All right, we're going to come back to center now. So slowly come back, no jerky movements. Everything is done slowly and methodically. And we're going to go right back into open and close. Open and close. One more, open and close. Now you're going to bring your hands together in a bowl. The next one we're going to do is called drinking water. Some people call this drinking healthy water, right? We're going to rotate and hinge at the hips and bring our bowl down into a stream of water. We're going to dip our bowl in to the water or healing water. You can do this form for yourself or your friends if they're ill. I do it. It helps. I think it helps. Anyway, and then we're going to bring it up to our mouth and we're going to gather saliva while we're doing that. Your saliva has so many antibodies in it. It's so good for you. So here we go. We're hinging at the hips, right? And then you're going to let your bowl go down into the water. You're going to dip it into the water. You're going to hold it up now so you don't spill any of it. You're going to come up slowly, hinging again. Bring the bowl to your mouth. Collect your saliva while you're doing this. You're going to take an imaginary sip and swallow. You're going to swallow your saliva and see if you can use your imagination to follow it down. All right, we're going to do 2 more of these. We hinge at the hip. Our bowl tilts so that we can pick up the healing water. We dip it. We bring it back up. We gather saliva. We bring our elbows down. Bring it to our mouth. Take a sip. And swallow. Again, slow, methodical movements. Here we go again. We tilt. Our bowl goes down into the stream. We collect the healing water. We hinge back up at the hips. We bring the bowl up, collect saliva, bring the elbows down, bring the bowl to our mouth. We take an imaginary sip, and we swallow our saliva. Very nice. All right, and let's shake a little bit. Shake this up, okay? And let's just open wide and come down. Open wide and come down. One more time. Open wide and come down. The next one is called lotus flower. So I want your feet together for lotus flower. All right? And I want you to hold your lotus flower right below your lower dantian. And on this one, I'm going to go to the left first. So I'm going to drop down a little bit. And as I do, I'm transferring all my weight to my right foot. All right? And now I'm going to rotate, bring my arms out, step, and bring your hands together in a beautiful flower. Now, notice how straight my back is. I don't want any leaning, all right? And I'm actually in a forward position. I've got 60% of my weight on my front leg, 40% on this back leg. Now this back leg is straight. It's not locked, it's just straight, all right? This is a very powerful position. So here we are in our lotus position. Now how do we get back? I'm gonna push off from my toe that's out, my left toe. I'm pushing back. I'm rotating. I'm making sure all my weight is on my right foot so that I can easily pull this left foot in and stand up. Now we do the same on the other side. I'm transferring all my weight to my left foot. I'm rotating. I step out. My hands flow out into a beautiful lotus flower. Now to get back, I have to push off and rotate at the same time. Get all my weight over that left foot and then easily bring that right foot in. Here we go to the other side. Transfer weight, step out. Put my hands together, nice straight back. Rotate around, get all my weight over that right foot, bring the left one in easily. Transfer my weight, rotate around, step out, make my beautiful flower, push off, rotate around, and bring my hands in. All right, so those are the exercises that we did while we were all on retreat. The only thing I haven't included are the beginning exercises to kind of loosen up. And I can go through them if you need to, and I can also write them in the email when I send you this video. All right? Anyway, it was so much a pleasure to teach you at the retreat. If there's interest, I can do a Zoom call with you to go over things as well and maybe introduce some new movements. Anyway, I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much. And here's the ending salute if you remember. We take our right hand and we make it into a fist for strength. Our left hand is open for friendship. We take our thumb and we bow it down for humility. We bring them together in friendship, strength, and humility, and we bow to each other for our practice. We make the world a better place, and then we punch out. There you go. Bye. Have a great day.